Who cares? I mean, it is too easy to just go out and offend and then go, it's a joke. And I don't do that. In fact, too often, I do defend my jokes and I do explain them because I want people to know what I'm doing, really.
And it was on Broadway at the Lincoln Center, and I'd never been to New York. I got too excited and, yeah, overindulged, and I thought I could overindulge and go and walk out on stage and do a play, and of course it's just ridiculous, you know what I mean? I was banging trouble. I went out on the stage, didn't have a clue what to say.
I finally released an album, which, like, as an artist, is like that's your backbone, to be honest. Like, bodies of works and albums. So I finally released an album, and I don't know. I feel like I've done all I can to kind of spread my sound.
My family have been on air 4 generations. I started when I was 6. I'm now 43 nearly. So that's a lot of years to do. My dad before me, my granddad and my great nanny, you know.
Well, you wait and you hope and you know you're in the frame, you know you've met the people, and that's the worrying thing, because if you like them and you feel like you could really work with them, you know, you're waiting and waiting.
It's been unbelievable learning a new skill like dancing, and how hard it is mentally, fatiguing. Physically it's fine, it's just mentally trying to take it all in, you know, trying to remember 10 things at once, you know, multitasking to the max. It's tough for us guys, you know.
When Peter Taylor came in, you know, I knew he was going to kind of go on to bigger and better things, and luckily enough it did, like. But I've, as you said, I've been here a long time. To do a 6-7 year stint so far at football clubs, it's a massive achievement, especially in today's game.
To quote him, he wants it to make sense. There's all this jargon and embezzlement that's surrounding him and his investment and his money, which he hasn't got a lot of. And obviously we see his purposes. He's expecting a kid with a girlfriend that we assume he loves.
I can handle fame, man. I can handle it, and I can take it or leave it. I don't go to fancy do's and parties and celebrity parties. I don't hang out with celebrities and that. So if someone asks me for an autograph, I kind of do it if I'm not doing it, if I'm not busy. You know what I mean? If my hands ain't full, I'll stop and do it and I'll have a picture. But
it's a great movie by, you know, seeing what I've done so far, and I'm just looking forward to coming out, and then I can look at it from a different kind of perspective then and see how it is, because at the moment I don't really know too much about that industry. So the director tells me I've done a great job, MBJ Michael tells me I've done a great job.
And a lot of people will say, you know, you always get the odd wrong, and don't you, on Twitter, and they go, you know, they make a comment about the girl and everything else, and I'm like, well, it's not just about kind of how someone looks, I think. You know, you've got to have a personality and everything else, and have a little bit of something about them.
It was a really good character that I created, isn't it? And it just went off after about a third of the film. And then when it came out, we were saying, oh, you should have been in it longer. And the director was saying, John Frankenheimer, he said, oh, I wish we would have kept you in longer. And I said, why didn't you? Yeah.
Well, the defining moment I think for me and for Dave as well, we both weren't very well, and that was due to our weight, because, you know, we're enthusiastic eaters and food is our life. But we were having to take medication to sustain a lifestyle that wasn't particularly healthy.
Both Auld Angles and its dochter, Scots, has been spoken in Southland and Easter Scotland, the Lowlands, for the 7th century AD. There are mentions of this lead to be found, for instance, in the runic carvings on the Rivel Cross in Dumfriesshire, Bigot in the 8th century AD.
Dom came into it as a huge fan of Sean Astin, so he was a fangirl for a while, you know, working with Sean. And no, we just became really good friends really quickly, you know, and that is what we brought to it, I think.
I can feel the hairs in the back of my neck prickling up. This must have been the proudest moments of my life, standing here in front of this medieval grave where there are layers of history. The ancient chiefs are buried, of the royal blood, of the noble seed, of Gregor and Sri Antonora, whose motto was, "It's Regal MacGraham, royal is my race."
100 Million Suns was a kind of direct reaction to the huge success, I guess, of that record and that song. You know, we didn't want to repeat ourselves, and we wanted to at least start trying to explore different avenues and different ways of presenting our songs.